Hey Lucy, it's Friday. Hey, so you gave me a challenge to make something. I did. It's not much because, yeah, but basically, it's a little sock friend. Um, I can't find the pair to it, so I decided I could make a little sock friend with him. So he has his little eyes and he has a little tongue drawn on. And that's about it. I didn't really do anything else with him except for that. I also made up a little story for him, but it's in French, so I will translate it after. He says, Allô, mon nom est Bas Sal, et j'ai perdu mon petit ami. Peux-tu m'aider le trouver? So basically, what that means in English is, hello, my name is Dirty Sock, and I have lost my friend. Can you help me find her? Well, that's it. Hey, so since we both don't really care for New Year's resolutions and don't necessarily make any, I decided what I would do is talk about what I did last night, which was my dad, okay, well basically I got a bit of money last night, so I was quite excited about that, and after I paid my rent for the week, I told my dad that I'd saved a bit of money, like, so that I could go and see a film. And what I really wanted to do was save that money so I could go and see Season of the Witch, which is the new Nicolas Cage film that came out today. Um, but my dad was going to work in Barrie last night, which is a city that is quite close to where I live. Um, yeah, so it was so funny. He decided that he could drop me off at the cinema and I could go and see a film last night. And I said, well, I don't know if I'd rather just keep the money and go and see Season of the Witch, or if I'd rather like go tonight. And what I really wanted to do was either go and see Narnia or Harry Potter again. But there was still quite a few films out that I really wanted to see, such as like Gulliver's Travel and The Tourist and What Do You Know? And I think there was another film I really wanted to see. Oh, it was Tron. Anyways, but those were still my two choices that I wanted to go see. But because we got there around like just past 6:30, so both Narnia and Harry Potter had started already. But I got out of the car and realized that my wallet had fallen out of my jacket pocket in the car at some point, probably. Um, because I went to put my hands in my jacket pockets and it wasn't there anymore. So I turned around and like quickly checked the sidewalk to see if it had fallen out as I got out of the car, and it wasn't there. And so I went to kind of like wave my dad down, but he started driving off down the parking lot. So I started running down the parking lot, kind of like waving my arm at the car. And he wasn't stopping because I guess he like hadn't noticed at all. And it was so embarrassing. Like people were probably looking at me thinking I was absolutely mental. And then once he got to the stop sign, he went up like straight, and I thought he turned, so I turned and I didn't see the car anymore, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I don't know what to do now. So then I walked all the way like around and went up to the Walmart and asked them if I could use their telephone, and I didn't know like my dad's cell phone number off by heart. So I phoned Isa at the house and asked her if she could phone him and let him know that I'd left my wallet in the car, and like just tell him that I was at the Walmart. And then after I hung up with her, I walked out of the Walmart. My dad was pulled up in front of the door like pretty much right away. And I was like, whoa. And he said that once he'd gotten to work, he looked over and saw my wallet on the car, so he turned around to come back. And Isa phoned just in time to let him know I was at the Walmart instead of the cinema. So it was I thought it was so funny. Then he brought me back to the cinema, and I ended up going to see The Tourist instead, which is with the new Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie film. It was really good actually. It wasn't exactly what I thought it would be, but it was still quite good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, but I just thought it was quite funny, like what happened beforehand. And then after the film, I went and got a Starbucks, and then went to Walmart and bought a few things, and that was it. That was my night. So yeah. Um, New Year's. You also wanted to know what I did for New Year's Eve. Um, so New Year's Eve, I worked until 6 o'clock, and then when I came home, we rented the film Grown Ups and watched that. And then, to tell you the truth, I fell asleep at 11 o'clock, and I didn't wake up until 15 minutes past midnight. So I didn't really have a Happy New Year moment or anything, which is completely fine. I was so knackered. I had not slept well the night before, and then I worked all day, so I was just, ugh, yeah, it wasn't good. Anyways, but I'm glad that you and Sam seem to have had fun. You guys had quite the evening. Yeah, so that's good. That's it. Um, and I'm gonna give you a challenge actually as well for next week. So I'll give you your challenge in a minute. I have to think. Learn a new song on the ukulele. Your challenge for next week, it could either be on your Monday or your Friday video. That is completely and entirely up to you. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you on Monday. Bye! I have it on video.